What's up, guys? My name is Paulo. I'm 25 years old. I'm a former college soccer player. I played soccer here in the US. I just graduated in 2025. I'm from Brazil. I grew up in Brazil. I moved out here 5 years ago with no English. If you didn't know that, I didn't know any English, and I had to learn all by myself. It's kind of crazy that I'm doing this channel in English. So it's not by my strength, it's by God's strength. Anyway, so I grew up playing soccer, just worked so hard, worked my butt off. But in 2018, I decided I wasn't gonna play soccer anymore. I didn't know what to do, right? And then God just opened up a door here in the US for me to go to school, get my degree, and still play soccer. You know, growing up, I've always had that dream of just, sharing the gospel through sports, through soccer. And I believe that God isn't done with that yet. I believe that God has something much bigger. I started CrossFit 3 years ago, and that's just something I found out, that from soccer and going to CrossFit, the right sport for me to do, because like I said, I've always worked so hard, and CrossFit is such a hard sport. It requires a lot of like mental strength and like body strength. So it just, fits so well for me, and I'm glad that, you know, I found CrossFit. It feels like I'm just opening up about a drug addiction that I have. My name is Paulo, and I'm 25, and I'm addicted to CrossFit. Y'all started it 3 years ago when I just walked into the gym and I saw a bunch of jacked guys without their shirt on and hitting PRs in heavy weights, and I just want to be like that. And now I can't stop. I love CrossFit. This is how much I love it, you know? Yeah, I just fell in love with CrossFit. I think because of always being a hard worker, have faith in God, you know? And I believe that's why God always led me through the right path, because I wasn't just doing sports, but I was always putting him first. And I think that's why I had this opportunity to come to the US, and I was almost done with soccer in Brazil, and God just brought me here. Went to school, and I got my degree in Bible study, which is part of a mission, part of something that as a kid growing up, I wanted to do. I wanted to preach the word of God through sports, and I'm really thankful that God brought me here and I could play soccer and get my degree in theology. And I think that many athletes, they need God. They're great at what they do, but I'm pretty sure that if they put God first, they could be something else, way better. That's why I want to bring the word of God to them. I'm not playing soccer anymore. I'm doing CrossFit. I hope one day I'll make it to the CrossFit Games, and not by my own, but by God's strength. And through that, I can glorify His name and bring all the honor and glory back to Him, because that's what I want to do. Growing up, that's all I have in my heart, and I know that God put that in my heart because He knew that athletes would need it in the future, which is now. I'm creating this channel so I could somehow impact athletes' life. Not only athletes, but if you're at your job, at your work, like knowing that if you put God first in everything you do, He will honor you and He will lead you through the right path. That way you can be great at what you do versus you just trying to do in your own strength. God's strength is it's so much powerful than our strength. I really like this three words that goes really well together, which is body, mind, and spirit. When your mind, when your body, and your spirit are right, there's nothing that can destroy you. You know, that's why um, not only being a hard worker, you know, not only like improving your performance, but also making sure that your spirit's aligned with God. And that's my passion, you know. That's what I wish that all of the athletes would do. It's just to like just say it's not by my own strength, but by God's strength, you know. So yeah, I'm really excited to start this channel. I'll be posting some fitness tips and faith, and I really hope that someone's life um, be changed, you know. So if you like this video, and if you know someone that would like this video, and please just share with them and subscribe, and I would appreciate that. And we'll be back with some more videos, more tips and Bible verses and reflections. And yeah, thank you. Peace.